Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And I can tell you, we had a sensational match in the second one dayer of the series between Sri Lanka and India. And Sri Lanka were very close to victory, let me tell you that. Sri Lanka posted 236 and India were at the ropes at 131 for 7 with Akila Dhananjaya, the spinner, striking with tremendous force as he picked up 4 wickets, 3 wickets in 1 over, 4 wickets in a span of probably a very fewer balls, and India were reduced to 100. And they were actually, the Indian openers had given them a serene start, Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma, but Akila Dhananjaya came in and really caused a real spanner in the works, I would say, as India were reduced to 131 for 7, and that was the time Sri Lanka would have felt that they would be winning this one day international match and probably getting their first one day international win out of the 2 wins that they required for the automatic qualification. But they were shut out by none other than Mahendra Singh Dhoni, playing in a very calm and composed manner. In fact, Mahendra Singh Dhoni had the company of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who went on to make his maiden 50 in some his highest score in Test cricket, I would say. His highest score in Test cricket of 53 was still there, along with Mahendra Singh Dhoni, as India put up a record 8 wicket partnership of 100 runs to shut out Sri Lanka in the second one day international. And this was and one knew that as long as Mahendra Singh Dhoni was there, hope was there. But Mahendra Singh Dhoni, let me tell you, had a very sedate approach to the game, but he nurtured Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and both put up a 100-run unbeaten partnership to take India to victory when India had a revised target of to chase of 231 in 47 overs. What a display from India! Record partnership for the 8 wicket by the Indians. And Dhoni and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, really, one has to really credit both for putting up such a performance at 131 for 7, probably in the 22nd over. Nobody would have, I wouldn't say that nobody would have given hope, but Mahendra Singh Dhoni, as you know, he's such a charming cricketer. He knows what to do when, and he was the one who he nurtured the Indian team to victory. And Sri Lanka once again lost the second one day international by 3 wickets. As I said, they were very near, but yet so far. And that was it. So Sri Lanka still have to wait for the other 3 one day internationals, out of which they have to win 2 now. I'll come back to that later. And tomorrow there is another test match that is starting, the second investec test match after the drubbing that West Indies received in the first one day against England. Now it is not day-night cricket, but it is day cricket as usual. And now I think England would be, West Indies would be really hard pressed here, no doubt about it. It's not going to be easy, let me tell you that. England are in some tremendous form, and West Indies have to really play very well. And so now the second test match of the Investec Test series starts at Headingley tomorrow. I'll be doing a brief preview of that. And Headingley, as you know, is always a bowler's paradise, with the ball really swinging like a banana, I would say. Okay, so let's first, and also we have a look at some cricket news and Caribbean Premier League, time permitting. But let's talk about this very exciting match that happened between Sri Lanka and India. And when I can't wait to really dwell on that particular match. It was India taking on Sri Lanka in the second one dayer. It was a good toss to win. India were the ones who actually won the toss, and as they did in the previous one day international, Virat Kohli decided to insert the Sri Lankans into bat first. In fact, they had a decent start with Niroshan Dikwala. As you know, he's a very unorthodox player, because he also is one player who actually hits the balls from the offside onto the leg side, does a lot of maneuvering beautifully through the gaps. Mahesh Gunitulaka was more of a sedate partner, as this partnership between the openers Dikwala and Gunatulaka actually realized 41 runs. So they had decent start. But after that, the first wicket to go was I think it was Dikwala was the first. But Dikwala, as I said, played some very bold strokes here to make 31 of 24 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes. That was Dikwala's contribution. Kushal Mendes came in and joined Danushka Gunatilaka, but Chahal was the one who actually, Dikwala was the victim of the bowling of Jasprit Bumrah, was the best bowler today, and Chahal also did a fine job. In fact, he picked up the wickets by forcing Gunatilaka to leave his crease, and Dhoni got him stumped for 19 with 2 boundaries, and Dhoni, it was number 99 stumping, I think, which was equaling Kumar Sangakar's record in test matches, 99 stumping for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Kushal Mendes was LBW bowled Chahal, trying to sweep a delivery. He was bowled, LBW bowled Chahal for 19 with 2 boundaries. Upul Taranga was a victim of the bowling of Pandya for 9 with 2 fours. Pandya could not take any further part. He couldn't bowl and he had to limp off. Angelo Matthews was LBW bowled Patel for 20 41 deliveries, 2 fours. But definitely the Sri Lankans were really kept on a tight leash here by the Indian bowlers, as they were 121 for 5 at one stage in the 29th over, with Milinda Srivardhana being given an opportunity today, and he and Kapugadra slowly started taking Sri Lanka out of a tough situation by combining into a very useful partnership, one thought. From 121, they added 90 odd runs, which was good to see. Precisely probably 89 runs was the partnership, and the partnership between Milinda Srivardhana and Kapugadra went on. Kapugadra was more trying to occupy the crease and be the stabilizing force, but Milinda Srivardhana also did the same, but they rotated the strike well, took the singles, converted into twos, and what they did is in between they used to hit the boundary. But Jasprit Bumrah came in and broke the stand, and that was what India needed, as Jasprit Bumrah went in and picked up all the wickets that were to fall later, as he picked up Milinda Srivardhana for 58, 2 fours and 1 6. Kapugadra was castled by Bumrah for 40 of 61 balls, 2 fours, and Akila Dhananjaya was a victim of the bowling of Bumrah for 9 of 11 balls, 1 4. Chamina not out 6, Fernando not out 3, and the Sri Lankans were restricted to 236 for 8. And I thought they did well to recover from 121 for 5 to 236 for 8. So it was a job well done. Milinda Srivardhana played very well. As far as the bowling was concerned, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar 10 overs for 53, but Jasprit Bumrah had impressive figures of 10 overs, 2 maidens, 43 runs and 4 wickets. Yuzvendra Chahal 10 overs, 1 maiden, 43 runs and 2 wickets bowled well. Pandya could not take any further part after that, 5.2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 24. Akshar Patel was a picture of economy, 10 overs, no maiden, 1 for 30. And Kedar Jadhav today, the other day, he did very well, but today the Sri Lankan batsman sorted him out on a pitch which was not really conducive to playing. 4.4 overs, no maiden, none for 32. Now, it was the turn for India to start their reply, and they had to, because of the rain, it was a revised target of 231 runs in 47 overs by the Duckworth Lewis method. It all started off with Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan at absolute ease against the Sri Lankan bowlers, and especially Rohit Sharma was absolutely toying with the Sri Lankan bowlers. The pace bowlers had no effect. In fact, Malinga was thrashed to the tune of 49 runs of his 8 overs, and things were not really going Sri Lanka's way at all. As I said, Rohit Sharma was toying with the bowling. Shikhar Dhawan was in some pristine form, and both were really hammering the bowling, and there was no respite for Sri Lanka, as this opening partnership added 109 runs for the first wicket in 15.3 overs. So it was a job which was very well done, I thought, by the Indian openers. India were really sailing so smoothly that they had nothing to worry. It was just a matter of a formality for a victory. But then this happened. At 109, with the score on 109, the first wicket fell. And this was the start of the problems for India, as Akila Dhananjaya, the spinner, actually picked up the first wicket, and that was Rohit Sharma, who was trapped trying to sweep Dhananjaya, fell to the sweep shot. He was LBW bowled Dhananjaya, the spinner, for 54 with 5 fours and 3 sixes. And after that, it was Dhananjaya all the way in the next over, as he picked up 3 wickets in one particular over by first getting, he fooled Kedar Jadhav by bowling a ball which was at the back of the hand. So he was clean bowled for one. And what was interesting was that Akila Dhananjaya, the spinner, in fact, clean bowled 3 batsmen in one over, which included Virat Kohli as well. First, he cleaned up KL Rahul, clean bowled him for 4 with a googly. Kedar Jadhav was gone, the ball coming at the back of the hand. He was gone for 1, clean bowled by Dhananjaya. And Virat Kohli, that was a big wicket. Virat Kohli was absolutely stunned by this delivery from Dhananjaya. And Virat Kohli was gone, bowled by Dhananjaya for 4. And India, who were sailing smoothly with his opening partnership between Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan at 109, suddenly found themselves into real trouble at 119 for 5. And to add more complications, to just complicate matters, Hardik Pandya tried to, even though at a situation where Dhoni was at the other end, Hardik Pandya tried to play a very rash stroke, I thought, under the circumstances. Instead of consolidating, he tried to come down the wicket to Dhananjaya to put him off track, but that really backfired as Niroshan Dikwala behind the stumps neatly stumped him for naught, and that made things worse for India with Hardik Pandya into the pavilion, and the score read 121 for 6 in the 20th over. And then Akshar Patel came in to give company to Dhoni, but Akshar Patel's wicket was also taken by Dhananjaya. It was LBW bowled Dhananjaya for 6, and the Indian innings were absolutely in tatters at the time, as India were reduced to 131 for 7 in the 22nd over, and one could say that defeat was staring India in the face. But the good thing was that Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the veteran cricketer, the cricketer who one knows what an intelligent cricketer is, he was there at the crease, so that was the big plus point for India. And the other plus point for India was there were a lot of overs in hand, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni kept on talking to Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and he really encouraged Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. In fact, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was playing a lot of the back foot. In fact, he advised him that play the ball according to the merit, because Mahendra Singh Dhoni was well aware that the target was still within reach, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni did the right thing, as you know, and we all know that what a mentor he can be for the younger players, and that's what he precisely did. He mentored Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in the sense he nurtured Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar changed his approach and followed what Dhoni was telling him, and suddenly the Sri Lankans have started having headaches. But Mahendra Singh Dhoni, on the other hand, was not really, he was calm and composed as ever, and he really took his time. He was not trying to play any forceful stroke. Look at his innings. He was not out on 45 of 68 deliveries with just 1 boundary. And on the other hand, you can look at Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who picked up his highest score in Test cricket. He was not out on 53 of 80 and 4 fours, and Sri Lanka, who probably would have thought that at 131 for 7 that they definitely had the game under their grasp, and was probably it's only a matter of time. Everything really went to dust for Sri Lanka, as it was Mahendra Singh Dhoni with a very cool and calm head nurturing Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar did a wonderful job. Full credit to Bhuvaneshwar Kumar for getting his highest score in Test cricket of 53 of 80, done with 4 fours and 1 6. And as I said, this was a record 8-wicket partnership by India in one-day internationals. At exactly 100 runs was put by both Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and India went to victory by 3 wickets, thus making life for Sri Lanka difficult, and the Sri Lankan unit was absolutely disappointed, as they could not breach through the tail end of the Indian innings, and that would have really hurt them, as they would have probably thought that they would have got the match under the grass, but everything vanished when Dhoni and Kumar put on a 100-run partnership, a record partnership for the 8th wicket to take India to victory. This was really well done by India, and India definitely deserves kudos for this. So Lasith Malinga, 8 overs, none for 49. Fernando, 6.2 overs, no maiden, none for 32. Matthews, 3 overs, none for 11. Chamira, 7 overs, cost him 45. Look at the bowling figures from Akila Dhananjaya. It's like a princely bowling performance. 10 overs, no maiden, 54 runs and 6 wickets. He almost poked a big hole into the Indian innings. But as I said, it was Dhoni and Kumar who took them to victory. And Akila Dhananjaya was given the man of the match. Srivardhana did his part well, I thought, after being selected in this ODI. He contributed to the bat, and he also did a very fair job with the ball as well. 10 overs, no maiden, 1 for 39. And now it is Sri Lanka who have to still win 2 matches out of the final 3 ODIs that is remaining, and that can put immense pressure on Sri Lanka, and especially considering that they came so close but they were still pushed out. That really told you everything. So now a very brief review of the second test that is coming up between West Indies and England. It's the second test match of the Investec Test series, which is going to happen, and it is going to be played at Headingley. And Headingley, one knows that it has always been a bowler's paradise. You can't score a lot of runs on that, because the thing is that the bowlers are the ones who will always dominate, as the ball will start swinging right from day one, and it's not going to be, it's a matter of negotiating the bowling, according to me, and really judging the swing well. So let's look at West Indies. Now West Indies are the ones who are under real pressure here, and as you know, this is just a 2-test series, so if West Indies don't win this, it's curtains for West Indies in this series. West Indies, well, it looks like they would probably go with the same side. There could be a chance. I'm really looking at Shannon Gabriel joining the mix here, because Shannon Gabriel, according to me, is the prime bowler for West Indies. So one hopes that he can hit his straps as well. West Indies, well, they have to put their really best foot forward. And for me, the fear is that West Indies have not had a good record of late in Headingley. And it's not only about that, it is all about this Headingley pitch really helping the bowlers. And I think England would be the ones who would be much stronger in that arena compared to the West Indies. And the West Indies batting, well, Craig Brathwaite, I think there's going to be they are going to be really tested, according to me. And as far as England are concerned, they are walking in with great confidence, no doubt about it. And I'm sure they're going to retain the same team. But yes, there is one change. Toby Rowland-Jones, who has been doing a wonderful job for England so far. Unfortunately, he came in because Chris Wokes was injured, and now Chris Wokes has recovered. So that is going to make this England attack much stronger than what it could have been, because Chris Wokes, you know, he's not only a bowler, he's also an all-rounder, and I think this England team will be like a mighty team now, and West Indies are the ones who are going to be under pressure. And as I've already told you, the Headingley ground always helps. There could be some cloud cover. I'm not meaning that the West Indies bowlers can't do anything. Kemar Roche could be quite a handful, no doubt about it. But all in all, one has to wait and watch. Well, dear fans, subscribers, I just wanted to talk about one match yesterday, and that is in the Caribbean Premier League, 22nd match of the Caribbean Premier League, where Dwayne Bravo was the hero. When the match was actually reduced, they had to score the runs in a limited number of overs, and one has to say that Darren Bravo was the man of the moment. What a knock from him. He pulverized the bowling attack. The Trinbago Knight Riders, who have been doing a great job in this particular Caribbean Premier League, he pulverized, I would say, the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots bowlers, especially the spinners Badri and Nabi were absolutely, I don't know what to say. I mean, the way Darren Bravo was hitting the sixes, it was all clean as a whistle. With the confidence and also with the positivity with which he was hitting it, it was a real sight to watch. Darren Bravo, look at that knock of his. He scored 38 runs of just 10 deliveries, which included no boundaries, but included 6 sixes. And Trinbago Knight Riders went to victory. McCallum was not out on 40 of just 14 deliveries, 5 fours and 3 sixes. Then the job was done. Trinbago Knight Riders continued their victory run in the Caribbean Premier League 2017. And Darren Bravo's knock was an absolute gem. I thought he went after the spinners Nabi and the other spinner, and he totally hammered them. Well, dear fan subscribers, I don't have much time to dwell on anything. It's about time to say good night on this daily cricket show by ending this show, but promising you that I'll be back tomorrow with the second investec test match between West Indies and England at Headingley in Leeds. Thanks for your company and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. It's your host Ram bidding good night.